Hi, I'm Kevin Rosa. I'm one of the three partners of Opus Vitae Construction in Portland. The big mission for our company is that we want to change the way construction feels and looks to people, and like how we like to operate our company is like this big, beautiful ecosystem that everybody has an important part of that leads to a great client experience and an incredibly built home that's an heirloom piece. It's something that's designed to be passed down to generations. In the world of luxury homes, it tends to be hyper-focused on aesthetics and high quality of finish, and not so much about the structure. The structure becomes sort of a secondary thing. The structure is the critical piece that you put all those expensive finishes on, so it probably ought to be really, really good. There were some goals when this house was being conceptualized on the drawing board, and one was to be low maintenance. No house is ever without maintenance, but to make it as low as possible. Extreme life, like 200 years plus, as well as energy efficient and healthy for the occupants. We achieved that by using this Faswall product for our exterior wall. It has an R25 R value over the entire wall. That's pretty incredible because when we talk about R value, which is the resistance to hot or cold moving through a wall assembly, we're usually only talking about the insulation. This is over the entire wall surface, so it's not just the insulation batt that we're talking about. We're talking about the entire wall surface is an R25. In the roof construction, we have all of our insulation that lives on top of the first layer of sheathing, meaning we kind of have this insulation sandwich on top of the roof framing that allows for our attic space to not have any insulation inside of it. We don't have a place for rodents to live. We have a place that we can easily service. I can walk up there and look for leaks. I can walk up there and mess with wiring without having to move insulation. And also some of our plumbing lines run overhead, and I'm able to keep an eye on those, or if they need to be repaired for whatever reason, it's very easy to do. Because the insulation layers on the top of the roof, that attic space becomes heated space, meaning that I don't have to worry about pipes freezing ever. And that's pretty fun because the storms tend to come when we're on vacation. We work very diligently to try and minimize all of those potential pitfalls. The wall system that this house is built with is a product called Faswall that's actually made south of here, just outside of Corvallis in a small town called Philomath. They're taking shipping pallets, wooden shipping pallets, they're at the end of their useful life. They're mineralizing it. That's the important piece, is that this wood is now being transformed closer to petrified wood than wood, and it makes it so that bugs don't want to eat it. It's pretty much impervious to water. Fungus doesn't want to grow on it, that sort of thing. And they take that product and they mix it with cement as a binder, and they create these hollow blocks. And the hollow blocks are 12 inches thick. We stack them kind of like Legos, and then we fill them full of concrete and rebar, and that's what creates that exterior wall. That's it. That's its entire, like once that is filled with concrete, the exterior wall is done at that point in terms of its construction. Then we clad the outside with something. This home happens to be brick because we find that brick is like one of the most durable building products you can possibly use on your exterior. And then on the inside, it gets coated directly onto the block with lime plaster. It does this really incredible thing where it creates what's known as a humidity flywheel. So as we live in a house, we breathe, we expire, and all of that moisture goes into those walls, and then it's released in times when it's dry. Like in the wintertime, we have cold, dry days. The house is naturally bringing in moisture and releasing it. And that's all being done like naturally on its own without any, intervention from us, which is a pretty fun thing. It really feels good to use something like that. We're building this proof of concept house for people to come and experience it so they can see and experience the difference. Reach out to us directly at opusvitaeconstruction.com. You can schedule a tour to see this house with us. We can start the conversation. And so we invite everybody to reach out to us that's interested.